robots and monsters. Pacific Rim was one of people's most anticipated films of the summer and the year, as well as one of mine. I just kept getting excited and excited and excited for this movie and begged that it would already be July 12th. And now it is. I finally saw Pacific Rim, and let me just say that this movie has been getting lots of praise from people and critics as well, and it deserves it. I absolutely 100% loved Pacific Rim. It was a freaking blast of summer blockbuster. I just loved this movie. Robots vs. Monsters. So incredible and visually breathtaking. This film is sure to be a contender for visual effects at next year's Oscars. Maybe even the winner. Let's get into the movie. Future, Robots vs. Monsters, awesome time. That's the best way I could describe it to you people. No, really, that is all I could say, because there's really not that much to say about the plot, because no one really cares about the plot. All people care about is robots versus monsters! Guillermo del Toro is a very brilliant filmmaker, and this movie was pretty much his dream movie. I also like the Hellboy movies and some of his other films. I don't think I would have liked to see anyone else direct this movie. Maybe Spielberg, but this was del Toro's film, and his direction was just perfect. This film was extremely fast-paced, and I felt like I saw the movie as it was a half hour shorter, which means it would have been an hour and a half. This movie's actually just like 2 hours long. Del Toro, bro, brilliant. Like I said before, the story isn't really the main thing that interests you in seeing this movie. It's the action. But the story was good for what it was worth. It was the normal kind of story for a sci-fi action flick. Del Toro and another dude wrote an intriguing script. The acting was good as well. Charlie Hunnam, he plays the lead, and he's well known for being on Sons of Anarchy. Now, people have been kind of backlashing him as being bad in this movie. I thought he was fine. Honestly, he was fine in this movie. I didn't think he was amazing. I just think he was good. He was fine. The girl in this movie, whose name I cannot pronounce. It's like Rinko Kikuchi or something like that. I don't know. I liked her as well. I thought she was pretty good. She was pretty, like, very tough. Charlie Day's in this movie as the comic relief, and his character was pretty funny, and he was entertaining to watch. Idris Elba and Ron Perlman. They were so amazing. Particularly Idris Elba. He was so menacing and so in-depth. It worked extremely well. Ron Perlman, first of all, you can never go wrong with Ron, of course. He wasn't in the movie that much, but he was entertaining to watch as well. He was awesome. Perlman and Del Toro previously worked together on the Hellboy films, and Ron Perlman played Hellboy, and he was awesome as Hellboy. But the acting was fine in this movie. It wasn't great, except for Idris Elba and Ron Perlman. Everyone did a fine job for what they were given. Let's get into the action scenes. Oh my god, they were so amazing. Every fight scene between the robots and the monsters, I was on the edge of my seat, and I felt like I was right in the middle of the action. I felt like I was about to be eaten, or killed, or even blown up. And that's coming from someone who saw it in 2D. Yeah, 3D isn't really my thing. But for some movies it is. The monsters were scary as hell and looked mad real. The visuals were just so brilliant. God bless Del Toro. Overall, I had a blast with Pacific Rim. And some people were considered to be the best summer film of 2013. But the summer isn't over yet. And I could see why they would pick Pacific Rim. I don't have a problem with that. The only problem I had with this movie, honestly, was just some of the dramatic scenes were just a little bit dull. Sometimes when you put dramatic scenes in sci-fi movies, it doesn't really work that well, but that's it. That's the only problem I have with it. I'm giving Pacific Rim a B+. But tell me in the comments what you thought of Pacific Rim. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was a little bit like Transformers. Now, it's not like Transformers, just telling you that. Let me know anything you want about Pacific Rim. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links are down in the info. Thanks again for watching, and see you soon.
Today we are canceling the apocalypse!